Okay, you guys, welcome. Now we are going to move on to our next phase, which is the head bubble. So for the head bubble, pretty important because it gives you your mold of the head so that you can go ahead and utilize it to build up your wig block. So for the head bubble, you will still need your head measurements. You're going to need at least 2 plastic storage bags, the gallon-sized bags with with nothing on them, just the bags. You're going to need Sharpies, and that's probably about it. Oh, I'm sorry. You're also going to need clear tape. Lots and lots of clear tape. So, to begin, you have to make sure, as we discussed earlier, that the model has their hair all pent up. We prepped her previously when we did our head measurements. So she's still in her wig cap and she is ready to go. So, we're going to take a pair of scissors. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut down 2 sides of both of the baggies. So I'm going to take this long side and cut. And I'm just cutting down the sides, you guys. And then I'm going to cut down the other side. Until it opens up like this. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other baggie. So I'm just going to cut down one side. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut down the other side. And there you have it, guys. Both baggies are stretched out or cut the same way. So what you're going to do next is you're going to place the plastic over your client's head. You want to leave enough in the front so that they have like a bit of a brim in the front. So as you can see, she also has some hanging in the back. And because I'm more towards her left side, she also has some hanging over on this side to cover her left ear. So you want to leave enough hanging in the back, you want to leave enough hanging on the sides, and you want to leave enough hanging in the front. Okay, you guys? You're also going to take your second piece and you're going to lay it on the same way. So you just basically want to have coverage on both sides of the head. Enough for a brim in the front, enough for some to cover the sides where the ear is, and enough to hang in the back. And once you pretty much see that you have enough coverage, you can begin to tape. And you're pretty much just going to go around and you're going to start forming the head with your tape and your plastic. So I'm going to take a piece of tape, and first off I just want to make sure that these two pieces are secured. So I'm just going to start to tape them. And all I did was just put a piece of tape on them to make sure that they're secured and they're connected. Then I'm going to take another piece of tape and I'm going to put it across the center just so I can get a formation going. Okay? It helps me mold. I'm going to take another piece of tape and I'm going to go across the opposite way, and this will give me a center for my molding. Then after that, I'm simply going to start to tape around the head. And as I do this, it'll get tighter. It'll become more secure because it's a mold of her head. I'm going to take some more tape, come around the back. Come around the other side. And as you can see, you guys, it's starting to take the shape of her head. And you want to make sure that you have the plastic pulled down in the back. You don't want it to start rising because you need this in the back. And then from there, guys, you just want to keep using your tape. And right now I have Scott's shipping clear tape. It's okay to use. Also, I like using a tape. I like using U-line tape as well, but we don't have any of that right now, so this will work just fine. Tape is very crucial to this step here. I'm just going to keep taping and trying to make this a little bit more snug or secure on her head. So I put the tape there and I just kind of use it to help me go around. And I can see that it's molding, it's forming, it's coming together for me. Put some across the back. I'm gonna put some more on this side. As you see, it's starting to come together. Put them across the front. Side to side. And your mold will start to take on a life of its own. Like I said, guys, you're going to just need plenty of tape for this part. This is fairly easy, you guys. Fairly easy. Fairly fun. I mean, who knew that we'd come to this, right? We're doing head bubbles with storage bags and tape. But it's one of the best ways to get that formation detail that you need, which is why it really helps. You're just going to keep putting tape across. And as you do this, it'll become a little bit more snug, as you can tell. We're going to come across the back. Keep coming back. Do the same thing. Putting the tape on. As you see, it's a little loose, but it's getting tighter. Now, it's not going to be so tight, but it's just going to be tight enough just to form a snug head shape. Keep putting more tape on. More tape, guys. So this one is going to go across the back. And I want to make this side a little bit more snug. And the tape is how you do it, guys. Use that tape and pull it on around and pull it a little tighter. Get that roundness. And now look at that, you guys. A little bit more snug, right? A little bit more form-fitting. And then I still want to go back across the top with a couple of pieces. Because you may run into some areas where it looks a little bulky. That's okay. You see me just placing it, and I'm just kind of pulling it. That's how you tighten it, you guys. So you guys see that? And I see maybe a couple more areas where I could add a little bit more tape. Make it a little bit more smooth. A little bit more contour. Added one there and in the middle. And another one kind of in the front, you guys. And I'm just going to pull and flatten it. And there you have it. Pretty much snug. Shape to her head. And I think I just might add a couple pieces going vertically. Yes, I think those couple of pieces help tighten it up a little bit more. And from there, you guys, you got a pretty good snug fit of your head bubble. And as you guys can see, it's not just going to slide off that easily. It's pretty much shaped to the form of my model's head shape. I have the plastic in the back that I need. And all the way around, she has plastic. Because we need that. It's like our brim. And also be mindful, guys, this is plastic. So you want to make sure that you're not suffocating your client. But as long as they're in an area well ventilated, the plastic is not covering her face, covering her nose, covering her mouth, they can breathe, they're safe. And also, because this is plastic, please keep in mind that your client may sweat if you have it on too long. So you want to just kind of like build your base. And then you want to start adding the other important elements. But this is key, you guys. This is very important step right here. So you want to make sure you have this good and solid. So you guys, here you have my client. She is head bubble ready. Doesn't she look so pretty? You see it all the way around. We have our head bubble. Now what you want to do is you want to start outlining certain features like the ear. And guys, you want to be sure that there's enough tape on here so that when you start to write with the Sharpie, it'll stay. So as you can see, I'm outlining her ear. And so guys, I would suggest that you fully outline the ear as much as possible, because the worst thing is to not know whether you have the front of the head bubble or the back of the head bubble, and to place it on your wig block the wrong way. So if you have indicators or markers about the ear, it definitely helps. So if I draw these lines right here, then I know that that's the back, or we're going towards the back of her ear. So then this would make this the back of the head, or the nape area. So these little things help. And it also helps when you're lining up your head bubble with your wig block. So that in case you have to take it off and reposition it, you can go back and know, okay, well, this is where the ear sits, okay? And I'm going to do the same thing on this side, you guys. I'm going to mark where her ear is. And you don't have to be Picasso to do this. It's just basically tracing the ear so that you know where your ear is. That's all we need for the ears, you guys. Now also, you want to be mindful of your client's hairline, right? So looking at your client's hairline, and I feel that I need a little bit more tape, you guys, because I don't want this to come off. So I can look at this and I can tell that her hairline is here on the sides. And so I want to pay attention, especially right now, to where the baby hairs are. So with that being said, I know she has hair starting right here by the ear that I traced already. But I just wanted to lightly note where those hairlines are. Because all of this is going to be key in preparing my customized wig. Knowing where those baby hairs are, because I'm going to put my baby hairs in. I'm not going to pluck them out.